Hi there. This is going to be a short video just to teach you what Quantize does because it's extremely useful. Now, all modern decks will have a Quantize feature, and even if you're on a DDJ controller, you can toggle Quantize on from Rekordbox like this. Now, on the XDJ700, I've got my Quantize button here, and I can toggle it off and on when it's red. And on the CDJ2000X2, I can toggle Quantize off and on like this. On some of the older CDJs, you still had Quantize, but you'd have to go into the utility settings by holding down menu, and it would be one of the settings over here. Now, this is not the same as Quantize beat value. We'll get to that in a bit. Now, anything you do with Quantize turned on will be snapped to the nearest grid marker. For example, if I was to set a new cue point, so I'm going to double tap the play button, just zoom in so you can see better, and I'm going to set a new cue point right here, which is just before the actual beginning of the beat. I'm going to push the cue button. You can see that it snapped the cue point to the nearest grid marker. With Quantize off, however, I can set a cue point anywhere and it will not snap it to the nearest grid marker. Now, this also applies to loops and hot cues. Now, I realize we haven't gotten onto loops and hot cues yet, but because we're about to in the next few videos, I would like to ask you to turn Quantize on any deck you're using, because it is an absolute must feature if you're going to be using loops and using hot cues during your mixes. The main reason for this is because when using loops and hot cues, you're navigating to different parts of your track or looping various sections of your track, as the name implies. And if they're not perfectly snapped to the grid lines, it can cause many problems similar to the needle skipping on a turntable or two tracks coming out of sync automatically, which is not something that we want. So find out where your Quantize button is, toggle it on, and I'll see you in the next video.